Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this new format. I really hope you like it. I got a microphone so you guys can hear me better. If you realize anything about the audio, please let me know in the comments. So today we have another video about my endometriosis story. It's been a while since I talked about this. So today we're gonna talk about recovery again. If you are not caught up on my whole journey, which started way before, but to my knowledge, or when I got the diagnosis, it was 2023 September. Yeah, it was around August, September time. And since then, so many things have happened. I had my surgery in November 2023, and since then I've been recovering. If you want to see what happened, I decided to put my whole story out to the internet because when this happened to me, when I got the diagnosis, it was so much information and everything was so scary, and I felt really alone in this situation. So I wanted to put it out to the internet to be able to one, connect with anyone who has gone through this, and two, to give like a home, like a space for someone who is going through it or is going to through it. So hopefully they will find my videos and they will find a little bit of help in a way in these videos. So if you're interested about my whole story, you can find it on my channel. I have a bunch of videos, a bunch of vlogs. I also took you to my surgery day. There were some complications which I also did a video about in my recovery video, which was the last video. So in today's video we're going to talk about my 6 months post-op appointment around May. I took you guys with me. I took all my papers. My boyfriend came with me, obviously. Yeah, let's go back to May. We are currently at a bistro, which is close to the Med-End Center. That's the fertility and endometriosis center, where I have my doctor. Then got us some croissants to calm my nerves, and we are 30 minutes early, so we figured we would just hang here a little bit. I'm really nervous, but I have my 3 questions that I want to ask from the doctor. We'll see how it will go. Okay, so this never happened before, but they are like late with the appointments. Is that how you say it in English? Yeah. Okay, so they are late with the appointments, like an hour and a half late. It really never happened before. So I have to come back around 7:30, which is not ideal. But she couldn't have given me another appointment for this week, and already I'm so anxious, and I asked them to please just wait it out. So we will go to the mall. I have to buy some presents for my brother's birthday anyway, so we're just gonna go to the mall and then come back. This is not what I expected. Frankly, we could have gone in earlier without the bistro, but we didn't know. All right, we're gonna wait it out. Okay, so jumping in. So we went there and they told us that we had to wait. Like, this is a really highly prestigious place where I go to. This doctor who I am seeing and who operated on me is a gynecologist, a surgeon, and a specialist in endometriosis. So obviously a lot of people are gonna come and see him because there are not a lot of specialists in Hungary. But this has never happened before, so I was really nervous. I was shaking. I really just wanted to get through with the whole thing because I was really scared that he was gonna tell me that he found something. You know, it's anxiety. So all the negative thoughts were like coming into my mind. So we decided to go to the mall. After the mall, we came back and we didn't have to wait too long. I think I had to wait around 5 minutes and then I could go in. I went in, we had a nice chat. He's a really fun guy, really down to earth, but really funny. He was like, oh, you got new tattoos? I haven't, like, were they there when I was operating on you? And I was like, no, like, this happened after. But to the point, I told him that there were 2 or 3 things that I really wanted to talk to him about. And it was really funny because he asked me like why are you back, but I felt like it was kind of a joke kind of thing, and I was like, I had a surgery 6 months ago and I thought that it would be great to check up on me. And he's like, oh, smart woman. Like, obviously if someone has a surgery, like, it's normal to go and have a checkup. But anyways, information one, I have this application that he also helped to create. It's called Lucy. I don't know if it works anywhere else other than Hungary, but it is spelled like Lucy, like the name Lucy. And it's a great application for all these different kinds of gynecological diseases. You can also track your period and so many other things. So I told him that I've been tracking my symptoms. Obviously I'm not tracking my period because I've been taking the medication since last December, and that medication stops my period in a whole. So obviously I'm not tracking that, but I'm tracking all the symptoms that I have. I was really happy that I was using Lucy. I told him that it's a great app, so thanks so much. And I've realized that every month, even though I'm not getting my period, every month around the 10th, I have this bigger pain and this discomfort, and it gets really, really hard to get out of bed and do my everyday things. So it feels like I'm PMSing without the period, if that makes sense. And I wanted to ask him if there's any kind of correlation that I'm getting this seemingly periodically around the 10th of every month. He did say that he doesn't see anything, like he doesn't think that there's anything to it, but it was still like kind of weird for me. And the other thing I wanted to ask him, which was one of my biggest questions, is that I still feel pain. I still have these days where, well, what I just described to you, like when I cannot get out of bed, when this shooting pain is just horrible. If I try to work out, which I've been trying, like I'm picking it up and then I'm letting it go after a week because it's been hard. I really want to get back into running once it gets a little bit more cold in Hungary. But now with this heat wave, like I'm sweating right now. Like I'm not about to start running in this weather. So I feel really disencouraged with the fact that I had this pain for so long, and then I had the surgery and they told me that it's gonna make me feel better, and I still have this pain. Don't get me wrong, I feel like 80% better after the surgery, so it definitely wasn't for nothing. That's not what I'm saying, but it feels really weird and like it really is disencouraging. That's the best word that I can say. I hope that this word exists in English because sometimes my mind goes to Spanish. Yeah, so it really feels like that I still have this pain. And unfortunately, he said that this pain is still very much okay and normal to happen with me. I felt really sad. I think that was the worst thing that happened during this appointment. But also, guys, at the same time, if he said that, oh, this is not normal, then I think my mind would have gone to panic mode. Like, okay, am I getting lesions again? Like, am I gonna have to have surgery again? Is that why I'm having these painful moments or days? So I think this is better. So long story short, he said that it is normal to have this kind of shooting pain and this classic endometriosis kinds of pain up to a year after the surgery. So I still have until November this year to deal with this pain. I really hope that after it's not gonna happen. He did tell me that it is going to happen, or if I have worse periods, then we will talk about it in our next appointment. So these were the two things. Number 3 was something that is really specific for me, which I wanted to ask, which was, as I said, I'm not getting my period. I haven't been getting my period for the longest time. It was December. But there was one time, I think it was in March, when I started getting these kind of symptoms that I've just talked to you about. So this pain, I cannot get out of bed, I felt really dizzy. The one thing that was weird, because I told him all my symptoms and he said that all of them are valid and like they are in correlation with endometriosis, so they are like okay, like that's fine, that those usually go with endometriosis patients. But the one thing that I told him about, which he said that is weird and he never really heard it, is that I feel kind of numb, this ache, this body ache in my limbs, mostly in my arms. And he said that that was weird, he never heard about it, but there's not much that he can do about it. So I was getting all these symptoms again around March, as I was saying, and I got my period, which was really weird because I shouldn't be on my period, as he told me. So that was scary. I sent the clinic an email and they did tell me that sometimes this happens in the first 3 months, and I told them that I am a little bit over 3 months. They said that it can be different because obviously everyone's body is different and everyone is going to adjust to taking this pill every single day a little bit more differently. I get that. I had enough anatomy, enough biology in my life and neurology. I mean, it's fine, I know, but really when you're in this kind of situation and you've been in pain for so long and somebody tells you that, hey, this is happening now, but 3 months from now you're gonna feel better. Maybe this is just me, but then I take it as like a promise that, okay, 3 months from now I'm gonna feel better, and point blank period, that's gonna happen. So I had my period for I think a week and a half. It was not like a regular period, but I still had it and it was weird and it was painful. And I talked about this with my doctor, and this was the last thing that I really wanted to clear up. And he said that yeah, this happens, as the clinic said, but it shouldn't be happening because I am taking a pill every single day. He said that if this is gonna happen again until we see each other again, contact him. And last but not least, something else that he did talk about, or he just asked me like promptly, like, hey, how's it going with the exercise part of the whole recovery? And this was really interesting for me because it's just a really good reminder that, as I said, everyone's body is different and we should always take advice from the professionals and not from the internet. Even if you're like me and you go on and look at research papers, or you go on YouTube and watch a video like this one, someone talking about their experience, you can do that. But at the end of the day, we should only take advice from professionals. Because about this whole workout thing, as I said, I went on the internet and I did all these things, and what I saw is that people with endometriosis should be doing low intensity workouts, such as, I think I did yoga, obviously walking, Pilates, but not the kind of Pilates that is like a core Pilates, because that's supposed to be like not good for you if you have endo. I did all these things and he did tell me like, oh no, that's not what you should be doing. You should be doing high intensity workouts. So that was news for me for sure. So I did ask him like, okay, then what are you recommending? And I don't think he said running, but I really want to be getting back into running. But what he specifically recommended, swimming and cycling. None of them are my favorite. So I think I'm going to stick to running. So that was the whole appointment with my doctor. That's the update on the pill, on the period, on the pain, on the whole recovery and everything that comes with it. And as I said, this was in May. Since then, I still have this pain. It still happens like periodically, sometimes just like out of the blue. But also I do have to say, and if you haven't watched the shorts, or I don't know when this is gonna go out, but I made a lot of shorts from our trip to Italy. We went to Bari with my boyfriend, and I still got this pain at that trip. I think it was a little bit too much too quickly for my body, because I have not been working out or moving as much as we did on this trip. We were walking like 15,000 steps every single day. Obviously, we were swimming a lot, and swimming felt really, really great, I have to say. But the walking, it was just, I felt exhausted every single time. So it was this fatigue, I would say, this complete, utter exhaustion every single day. So unfortunately, even if you go on a holiday, endometriosis is still gonna come with you. So for the next 6 months until I go back to see my doctor, my plan is to get moving a little bit more, not forgetting to take my medication every morning. It happened only twice, so I took them later, and seeing if I have any other kinds of symptoms. Obviously, if my period comes back, that's a huge no-no, and I would need to talk about that. But other than that, I'm just taking it slowly, and I'm also still in therapy. I've been going to therapy for like more than 5 years now. Yeah, it was 5 years this May, which is crazy. And we are still talking a lot about this whole endometriosis thing, how it changed my body, how that affects my whole mental health. These are all the things that I'm planning to work on, and this is my next step in my recovery journey. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I really hope that you like this setup. I hope that you like the vlog part of the video. If you enjoyed, if you feel like this gave you some kind of a good feeling, new information, inspiration, anything like that, please give this video a thumbs up, because it really helps to support my channel. And also, if you would like to subscribe, I would really, really appreciate it. If you're someone who is new to my channel, or if you're someone who is regularly watching my channel, you could see that I've been posting a lot of shorts, because that's what gets me inspired these days, and I'm more motivated to do those things. But if you have any kind of recommendation for this long format video, anything you want to see, please let me know in the comments. If you're too shy to put it in the comments, you can also find my Instagram down below in the comment section. You can also send me a DM if you don't want to write a comment. That's absolutely fine. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, like, subscribe, let me know how you felt about this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.